Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another amazing time on YouTube at your popular YouTube channel, the UK Coupon Key, with your host, the Lucky Star, bringing to you the Week 9 edition in our ongoing 2022-2023 UK football season. It's a brand week, and we hope to bring you sequences that will benefit you this week in our subsequent video. But for this particular video, which is the paper preview video, we'll be flipping through the pages of the three major journals which we use on this channel, which is namely the Post Telegraph, the Special Advanced Fixture, and the Right On Football Fixture. And for this particular video, we'll be bringing to you the online betting formula which we have for you for this week. And this one is mind-blowing. It's an explosive one which we'll be using over time, and it has been benefiting us, so we hope it will also benefit you as well. And we'll be looking into one Ninja sequence which I have for you for this particular week, and it's an every week 9 sequence from our Ninja, and it's gifting us a pair this particular week. This and more will bring your way during the course of this video. And before I go on, I want to quickly apologize for the failure of our banker and pair last week. It really did us much harm, but especially me as a person, because I actually depended on number 41, which was the banker, to actually make ends meet last week. Though we're still able to scale through with the winning line, where we got 4/5 and 4/6 respectively. But it wasn't what we expected. We actually wanted to hit it big last week, but we couldn't. You know, I told you, the purple week has always been favorable to the stakers. And if you notice our video which we did, our even week pair still continued, which was 11 and 23, where 23 actually drew. And we had some wonderful sequence that equally performed well last week. We brought the sequence of number 2, that one was a draw. We told you about number 10. I specifically analyzed that sequence of number 10, spend time explaining it so that we will understand it and appreciate it. It was phase 1, phase 2, and last week was phase 3, which actually went down well with us. Number 10 was a draw, and a host of all other sequences that we brought your way last week that did well. When we combine all of that together, I think we were able to get 4/5 and 4/6. That's what happened last week. But what we did was we used the number 41 for our nap. Like me, I stressed on number 8 last week, which I knew was a very good draw, and 8 and 9, which was the pay from capital, which I told us was very reliable, actually did 2 draws. So I took my 8 as my home bagger, I took my number 10 as my home bagger, and added it to numbers 41, which at the end of the day did not make me smile so much. But at the end of it all, we want to say thank God that we got something at least. It was full payment, so this payment was not bad, but the nap we did not get, the punctuation was okay. And all of those who reached out to me, I think they are smiling right now because they actually got the breakdown of those sequences, and I actually had to make them know behind the scene that this is it and this is where we ought to be. But number 41 disappointed us, but not the same. Nonetheless, this week I know and I believe in my heart of heart that we're going to hit it really big, because I've seen the papers, like I told us before when I did that video, last week, and I've seen the papers and they have promising sequence for us this particular week. No doubt at all, Post Telegraph is going to perform this week. For 2 weeks now, it has let us down, but I'm expecting it to do us proud this particular week. Like we have here on your screen, we are seeing the Post Telegraph for week 9, and on the left hand side you have the T-Chance 20 column, which is housing actually 20 games right there, and you have underneath it the revised treble chance, which is housing 18 games. Then at the midsection there you have the vital selection, subsection 4 draws, where you have 7 games being forecasted there. And if you can see, as you can see from that particular column, Brighton, which is on game 1, is being repeated to game 5. So you have there Brighton. We'll be looking into that sequence during the course of our subsequent video for Post Telegraph. Below that you have the 4 aways, where you have actually 7 digits be forecasted right there. Then below that one you have 14 homes, where you have 14 forecasted games at that particular spot. So we'll be looking into that sequence, and this week we're going to be doing something that I don't know if it has been done before, but to the best of my knowledge, people don't actually forecast the King and George group of papers by calculation. But I'm going to surprise us this week. We have 2 pairs which is actually coming from a calculated formula. I know you won't believe this. So you watch out for our subsequent video. We'll be revealing to you those two mind-blowing pairs. I've been using it. They've been working, and I know they will work this time around. There are two pairs. We're going to be doing the plus and minus to get our one particular pair. Then we're going to be doing, I think, plus and minus also, plus and plus to get the other pair. So it's actually an arithmetic pair that we're going to be bringing your way during the course of our subsequent push telegraph video. So I hope you will wait to see that video, watch it, and what we're really doing is bringing you the sequence so that you will understand it and check the reference weeks if they actually came up like that. Then before you go on ahead to stake your hard-earned money on those sequence. But I know this sequence, they are good. They'll stand the test of time, and during the course of the other video, we'll bring you your way those sequence. Before I continue, I want to please tell us, if you have not subscribed to this channel yet, hit that subscribe button which is under the video you're watching to get subscribed to the channel. If you hit it, it will come out, it will leave the domain of red and becomes a gray color. So hit it now so that you get subscribed to this channel. Then most especially, hit that like button if you like what you've seen on this channel. Go right now, hit the like button, make it blue out there, and place your comment in the comment section. Like, we're expecting your comment this week so that we'll know the extra video to actually make. I'm expecting those who are clamoring for nap to come on board, and let's see how many persons will clamor for nap. If they are more, then we'll do the nap video. This week is going to favor us. Don't doubt me, believe me, and trust God on this, and I promise you, you will not regret it. Before I go further, I want to quickly thank all those persons who have been placing their comments. We really do appreciate. If you can watch, we'll read through them and we'll reply all of the comments that we have in the comment section. So keep doing this. It goes a long way to encourage us. And let's check the Ninja sequence I was telling us about now. And that sequence is every week 9 since 2016 to date. And it says that you go to the first bar, the game under the first bar, and the game on top of that bar division to gift you one pair for that week. When I say the game under the first bar, like for this week, the game under the first bar is actually number 10. Then in that division, which is actually the championship division, you have number 19 on top of that divisional bar. So the game under the first bar and the game on top of that divisional bar now forms a pair for you. So in 2016, the pairs were actually 10 and 21, and we had 2 draws from those digits. In 2017, which is week 9 of 2017, the pair was actually 9 and 19, and number 9 was a draw. Then in week 9, 2018, it was 16 and 27, which was 2 draws for that week. In week 9, 2019, it was 12 and 23, and 23 was a draw. Come week 9, 2020, it was 12 and 20, 20 was a draw. In week 9, 2021, it was a turn of 10 and 20, and number 10 was a draw. So for this week, we have 10 and 19 forming a pair for us there from our Ninja sequence. So go look that one up and see if you actually like those digits and utilize it to enrich yourself this particular week. We have so much sequence for you this week. Like I told you, we have the calculation method from our push telegraph, which will be bringing your way, and we have one marvelous one also from Special Advance, coupled with other ones that we actually have whenever box 2 is being taken to game 1 of easy column. Then there's something that will happen that will give you a pair that has not failed before now. I would not expect you to fail, but expect you to give us 1 or 2 draws. For the most part of it, this pair has been playing 2 draws, but sometimes it gives you 1 draw. All we expect to do is give us 1 draw and let's make some money. That will be bringing your way to during the course of our subsequent video. So don't miss any of our videos this week. If you've been missing out, don't do that this week. Watch all of our videos, because you never can tell the sequence or the digits that will put you into that multimillionaire that you actually crave to be. So that is what I want to tell us for this week. I will go right into these videos to show us the various pages of these journals for this week. While on the right hand side, we have the Dreamland section, which is agent number 3, 31, 33, and 46. Then below it, you have the regular games, which is actually some games written in alphabets there, and those are the teams written out there on that column. Then underneath that one, you have the traditional S column, which is housing numbers 5, 48, and 46. You can actually see that 46, which is at the bottom right hand column of the dreamland section is being repeated to the outer right hand side of our traditional X column, and that sequence is going to be gifting us wonderful pair this week. So don't hesitate to watch our subsequent video for our post telegraph journal, which will be bringing the revelation about that particular sequence for you. At the mid bottom section there, we have the draw picks, where you have draw number 5 put in circle there, then the nap pair, which is housing 38 and numbers 30, then the popular top tips column, which we usually use, which is housing numbers 3, 17, 27, 46, and number 19 is in that red spot there, and underneath number 19 you have numbers 5, 46, and 38. Then below that one you have your magical game section with numbers 3, 33, and 46 in that order, and these and many more we'll be checking through during our subsequent video on the post telegraph, where we're bringing you this sequence, like the repetition of that number 46, which I told us about just now. That's another powerful sequence we'll be checking out in our subsequent video. We'll move right into the special advance fixture for this particular week. Let's give you the highlights of those journals. This is actually our special advance fixture for this week 9, 2022, and you have the usual columns there, which is the treble games column, where you have 14 games right there, and your lotto sequence, which is the I and W alphabet right there. Then you have your short list column, which you have 8 games being forecasted there, the expert trio housing 3 numbers, then the high score quiz, where number 6 is in box 1, 14 in box 2, 25 in box 3, number 15 is occupying box 4, 24 in box 5, and numbers 47 in box 6, 32 in box 7, 39 is in box 8, and numbers 48, which is the last but not the least, is in box 9. So in that order, that's how I number it, box 1 to 9. Then below that you have the easy column with your 4 forecasted games right there, which is 14, 25, 38, and numbers 32 in that order. And if you look at this journal, you will see that the games in box 8 is actually being repeated to game 3 of expert trio. That's a very good sequence we'll be watching out for in our subsequent video. Then the game in box 2, which is number 14, has been transferred to game 1 of our easy column right there. These and others will be treating in our special advance video subsequently. So next we'll be moving to the right on football fixture to check out that journal and see the sequence we actually have for that journal. Last week the right on football fixture actually did well, though it didn't complete the sequence. We actually projected a nap from that journal, and number 21 denied that nap. It was 18, 21, 22. That was the only sequence we picked from that journal, but it did 2/3. So let's look at that journal this week and see what we can grab from there. If it's going to give us 3/3, let us know this week. And this is our right on football fixture for this week. And like on the right hand side, we have the Coppola X selection, which is housing 21 games there, and underneath that one you have the 14 games, which is actually 5 forecasted games there, and below that one you have the 3 best draw column, which is housing 47, 48, and 49. Then you have the fortune box, where you have number 42 there. Then below that is the super pair, which is housing numbers 2 and 3. Then the Compiler X verdict is next, and it's housing 10 digits right there. Then the Compiler Final 4 is actually housing numbers 18, 37, numbers 10, and 21 for this week. Then from this journal, you can actually see, just like we treated the sequence last week, where number 17 was repeated from that first group A there. Now, the same group A, you have the middle game there, which is 47, being repeated to the first game of 3 best draws. So we'll be looking at that sequence subsequently. Then the first game in the group B patch, which is the yellow patch, which is actually number 49, is being repeated to game 3 of our 3 best draws. Then the middle game on our group C, which is number 3, is being repeated to the right hand side of our super pair for this week. So these are many more sequences we'll be checking from our right on football fixture. Therefore, we'll have to go into the highlight of today, which is actually the online betting tips like I told us before. And this one has to do with if you have an online betting account. But if you don't, maybe probably you have good rapport with the agents in your area where you do your bets, then they can actually allow you to utilize this sequence, because this method is being done with the live match. When I say live match, I mean the match that is already ongoing, which they are playing on the feed right there. This is the match you want to bet on. And how does this work? Now go to your Flash Score mobile and check for those particular matches whereby you have two matches in a particular division playing the same time per se. They kicked off the same time, let's say 16 GMT. If that happens, what you're looking at for now is this. You look, if those particular match kicked off and one happens to play go-go, your prayer is this go-go should come early enough. They should do this go-go early enough. Sometimes these matches, they do the go-go maybe by 20 minutes into the match, the go-go is out already. Why I say the go-go should come out early enough is for the odd on the other one that you're going to play, the no go-go, to still be big enough to stake your money on. Sometimes the odd could go as low as maybe 1.09, which is very low. So you have to stake with high amount of money to get something out of it. So if this go-go for the first match happens early enough, then the odd for the no go-go for the second match should still be big enough to encourage you to stake your money on. So that's why I say the go-go, you pray that it comes early enough. So this one works out when you have to monitor these matches. You take your time to watch them, know when they will start, and actually monitor the matches when they start. So it takes a lot of time, takes a lot of effort to actually be able to master this sequence. But when you start it and you go at it with time, you begin to see that it's very easy and you can actually master it on your own. So the key there to note is check your Flash Score mobile for live matches and see the match which is in two match in a particular division. Not more than two matches for easy calculation, so that you can actually know the one to stake your money on. Because if you have three matches and except if two of them have to do go-go, then you have to go for a no-go goal on the other one. But if not, so that's why I say use the one with two match in that division, starting off at the same time. Then you watch what happens, monitor the match, to watch and see what happens before the first half comes up. So if this happened during the first half, then the odds should still be big enough for you to stake. So this I've been using, and I think I used it a lot last week, though I was very busy. But the little time I have, I do this monitoring and stake my money on those matches. It's actually profitable. If you check the sequence, it's 85% profitable, and it works 85%. So most of the time you use it, it is going to profit you. So I encourage us to check out this sequence and use it to enrich ourselves, to get some money and increase our staking power before the weekend, so you don't dip your hand into your pocket each time you want to stake your game for the weekend. Should have enough money. That's why we're bringing most of this sequence. So I use it to pile up some cash and get ready for the weekend. And this week we're looking at very wonderful sequence, and I want you to watch our next video to get to see this sequence. Like I said before, we're doing the calculation from our push telegraph like it has never been done before. I want to say thank you if you have watched the video to this point, and if you're not subscribed yet, please do subscribe. And if you click on that like button, it will help us and make more people to see our videos. And place your comment in the comment section to make us know the extra video you actually want us to make for this particular week. So we're looking forward to that while we're preparing to prepare the next video for you to see the sequence we have for you. Thank you very much. Stay blessed, stay live, and stay tuned, and watch out for the next video. God bless you.